What's the worst sex advice you can give to a first-timer? Don't make a single sound throughout the entire session. Why would you? Your entrance song should have said everything you need to say already. Don't be afraid to do anal spontaneously, especially in the morning. If you don't feel like taking a shit, there's nothing inside you. I really have no idea why, but I read spontaneously as posthumously. I now feel bad and will see my way out. Virgins don't get pregnant during the first time. My little brother's girlfriend is pregnant because he was a dumbass and unironically believed that. Yet coincidentally, he vanished for the 2 months after we made that discovery. He was hiding out in a Motel 6, where he got the money to afford it for 2 months at a $25 per night rate. Who knows? Apparently, his grandma gave it to him because he convinced her to. He was adopted. That's why I said his grandma. I gave him the talk about being a father, seeing as our older sister had kids and I watch them a lot, which I think makes me a semi-father to the monsieur. I told him that I'd be willing to help with his kids too if he ever needed help, and he said he'd think about it. His way of telling me to fuck off. That comment hit a little too close to home. Greater than which I think makes me a semi-father to them. I think the term is uncle. Oh man, this hits close to home. These two girls brought me to one of their houses my first time, knowing I never had sex before. Next thing you know, they were telling me this shit, and that I could come in them both. Turns out that they were right, and it was the best time of my whole lying like a goddamn rug. Guys are like lawn mowers. To get them started, you have to grab their dicks and yank hard. Grab the shaft and smack the head like a ketchup bottle. Anal first, oral second, kissing third. Then introduce yourself last. I miss your father. I knew. Just copy what they do in porn. Lube. No, you don't need that. Just jackhammer that thing in there as hard and fast as you can. If it feels like it's burning, that means she likes it. I wonder if they lube things in between edited shots. It's all in the teeth. If you come while she's on top, she can't get pregnant. That's just gravity. Wanna really make her scream? Wipe your dick off on her curtains! Exclamation mark. I just laughed out loud thinking of doing that. Thank you. The vagina is roughly in the middle of the stomach and surprisingly shallow. Oh god, the first time ever touched a girl. I was sitting in the couch, hands under a blanket, and I just could not figure out why I wasn't touching the snatch yet. Felt like I was elbow deep down the pants before I hit pay dirt. I just assumed it was higher up like my own. Ha 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 ha. I can relate to this so much. When I was doing that for the first time, I just would not push it further down, thinking it would end up in her ass, and the girl literally had to guide my hand. Save up a large fart for during oral. Shout out her best friend or sister's name during penetration. They especially love it as you're nutting. Bonus marks if those two events happen simultaneously. When engaging in anal foreplay, pull the anal beads out like you're launching a Beyblade. Let him rip. If you don't want to get pregnant, do it at night. WHE. The sperm are sleeping. You just gotta be real quiet so you don't wake 'em up. Sex can make you forgive your partner, and it can resolve arguments. So make sure you ask if you're still grounded afterwards. Get naked but keep your socks and shoes on. Greater than tilde socks and shoes tilde Shrek Heelys FTFY. They said worst advice, not best. If your mom gets stuck in the washer, you should definitely bang her. I've watched too much porn. This made me laugh. Try to get up as fast as you can. It's a race and you want first, not second. If you're not first, you're last. Quote. Start with a whole fist. Nut in her hair. Girls love that. Either that or try to blow your entire load directly into her nostril. One of my first WTF porn moments was watching some girl snort cum in porn video. I was like, WTF. Girls hate clitoral stimulation. Just stay away from it. The amount of guys who insist they have a magic penis that can make women orgasm from penetration alone. It's depressing. I mean, I haven't had much sex and I'm probably not the best lay out there. but I do the minimum and stimulate the clit or area around the clit if it's too sensitive. It's not rocket science, but some guys just can't seem to that sex is more than penetration alone. If you actually care about getting a woman off, who is insisting to you that they have a magic penis, you need new friends, bruh. By the way, have you heard about my mystical balls? Do they store epic amounts of pee? Nah, both of my balls fucktard. One has pee in it, the other one stores semen. Don't you know basic human astronomy? Basic human astronomy. Spat my drink out, thank you. You're an idiot. The semen ball stores blood too. That's why semen comes out with blood in it. Thank the Lord that you're not an astronomer. Free asterisk king idiot. It's not necessary to clean your genitals beforehand or after. Hit that clit like a scratchy ticket. I'm a guy and that hurt to read lol. That all girls like it rough. Edit. I have to put on a helmet for the comment battlefield down there. Don't I? Or that it won't be painful for them. Pull out quick and scurry the hell out of there before she devours you for nutrients. Better yet, just detach your penis and throw it at her from a distance. Shower sex is always a good idea. Sex and sand go together well. I love sand. Ani, you've changed. So have you changed into someone fatter. I mean, blood is a better lubricant than store-bought lube. Who the fuck says this? Cosmo. Cosmo figured out their target demographic is single, so they give advice that'll make sure their readers stay that way. Keep your nails long and sharp. Skip all sort of foreplay because it's a waste of time. And then proceed to stick it in raw, balls deep. Also, when you're finished, don't forget to roll on your side and get some sleep. If you don't perform well, they'll never let you do it again. Sometimes, if you do a worse enough job, people won't ask you to do it again. While giving me the talk, my mother told me oral sex was unpleasant for women, giving and receiving alike. I am a woman. She implied that men really seem to enjoy getting, but that she found the act gross and unnatural, and lead me to believe all women felt that way, making me wary of trying it. Would it be painful? Would I be denied if I brought it up? Was it seen as too kinky? Yes. I was pissed once I discovered that not only is it perfectly normal, it's a ton of fun. I feel sorry for your mother. She could just be stuck up. It's not necessarily her husband was shitty in bed, cause if she hates giving and receiving, she just might be that kind of person. I've met girls who have told me they don't like oral before I've ever even been with a masseur. Foreplay is the least important part. Completely unnecessary. Hello, now kiss. Never go vaginal to anal, always go the other way around. Happy cake day. It feels better if you poke holes in the condom. Just around the tip is enough. I'll tell you the same thing my uncle told me after my first time. Don't you dare tell your parents or I'll burn down the house while you're all sleeping. He sounds lovely. Be friends with her first. Then she'll feel obligated. Be super nice, chivalrous, and buy her flowers. After you pay for a nice dinner, she has to put out. It's in their biology. Also, the more you spend, the better the sex. Don't be that guy who expects good sex from $10 and a coupon at Arby's. Spend at least $25 on her. I knew a guy who spent $50 on steaks and shit. And that girl was so ready when the bill came. She slid out of the booth like a greased pickle and practically drowned him with hot spider monkey. Love. Girls go for kinky stuff these days. Pull off her shoes and suck on her socks. Slap her knees. Lick the inside of her ear. The sounds of the wet mop and swamp mud will lubricate her lady parts through the eustachian tubes. Don't neglect the elbows and spaces between her fingers, either. Cosmo tells them to expect this. The penis gets automatically sucked and fitted perfectly into the vagina by Kegel magnets. If you have to use a hand to aim right, she's already thinking about your replacement. Just slam it in there. Nature will take care of the rest now. Don't come too soon. The longer, the better. Most average men last about 2 hours. But at 3 hours, you and her will suddenly go into a euphoria where she will be addicted to you like a narcotic. Once you're done, ask her to cook you breakfast and fall asleep. When she yells wrong hole, it just means she really likes it and you should keep going. Damn girl, you tight, wrong hole fool. I'm really not the best person to be asking on that. If you really want to learn, you should have your parents demonstrate for you first. Bend him over and load him like a shotgun. If the girl tells you to keep going just like that, disregard and speed it up, slow it down. To put a cherry on top, it's cheating if you use your hands. Make sure you put the balls in as well. Balls first, actually. Stick it in and rotate it clockwise. And only clockwise. You're going to hate sex. It's so messy and sticky. A friend told me this. Not what I needed to hear. Did said friend turn out to be gay? Could be asexuality. From what I hear, sex is objectively pretty gross. A person with absolutely no sex drive might find it kinda disgusting. Just kumoa and be your face. Bonus points if you hit the eyes. The best way to get laid is to send her a picture of your dick. Once she sees that, it'll be all she thinks about. To really get in the mood, you have to sit a few feet away and just masturbate while looking into each other's eyes for a few minutes. No talking. That's actually kind of hot. That sounds kinda hot, NGL. There's one universal trick that's always a turn-on for both boys and girls is foreplay. Always finger the urethra. Man, of all the posts in this thread, this one makes me uncomfortable the most. Don't bother with foreplay. Just shove it in dry and start jackhammering. You aren't done until you are both bleeding. All girls like a pinky in the butthole. Everyone likes a finger in the ass. Just go for it, don't ask. To impress a chick, helicopter dick. This one is actually good advice. It's so funny. You laugh and laugh and laugh at it and then suddenly you have no clothes on. Just jam it straight into her ass without asking. She will love how dominant you are. Take a running start. Don't take no for an answer. Bill Cosby agrees. I feel horrible laughing at that. Your vagina is a Cracker Jack canal. Place objects in there for him to find her in the act. You can never have too much teeth. You're supposed to put it in flaccid. Watching porn is the best way to learn about sex. Nothing like a good drop kick to get the foreplay going. All fun and games until her tits deflate. Asian girls. Their vaginas are slanted sideways. Black girls. They got two vaginas. Latino girls. Their vaginas are spicy. It'll burn afterwards when you pee. Jewish girls. Their vaginas are hairy. You're going to have a hard time finding it. White girls. Their vaginas makes this loud whiny noise. That's why white girls love having sex with music. Damn bro, show me where the Latina hurt you. Never break eye contact. If your partner says, ow, it hurts, keep going. The pain will quickly turn into pleasure soon enough. Lubriderm has the word lube right in it, you're good to go. You put your penis into the good lady's vagina considerably higher than you think. If you're struggling, always aim higher. Instructions unclear, now hanging by scrotum from the ceiling fan. Stepmoms are always easy. Just go for it. All the things we teach them in U.S. public school sex education class. Only 21 states require the course to be fact-based. My sex ed told me to leave air in the condom so sperm had somewhere to go. I didn't realize that was wrong till I was 21. And they wonder why so many kids have kids SMH. You don't need to get it wet, just dive in. If she gets wet, it means she has a medical condition and you should stop immediately. Go as fast as you can. It's awful. Just get it over with. Greater than it's going to really hurt the first time. No, it hurt for you the first time. Because you were given that same shit-ass advice. And you locked up. This is the sort of shit you learn from high school friends. Or married women from church. That can insert the belief that sex hurts. Which can lead to actual real-life physical pain. Some people can get over it. Others end up needing counseling, physical therapy and/or Botox treatments to fix the issue. Same with telling people women will bleed the first time they have sex. Yeah, virgins might be nervous and end up a little tense. But there's a big difference between some discomfort and terrible pain and bleeding. People seriously think the hymen covers the whole vagina and I guess the penis has to stab it open. Or something? And how would we menstruate then if it was all blocked off? Makes no sense. Hymen come in all shapes and sizes. Some of them are going to tear. Still can't say I would have been excited to have an "Okay, sweetie, what shape is your hymen?" conversation with my monsieur. Although once in a great while it really is a medical issue. A friend had to get her hymen snipped after a few weeks when sex was still painful and awkward with her boyfriend. Turns out he was literally being cock-blocked. It's not even just the hymen, though. For a lot of people, purity culture and an overall belief that sex is supposed to hurt can lead to a condition where the pelvic floor seizes up involuntarily. That's true. I was just trying to clarify that not all pain during sex, especially first-time sex, is a myth. So, clarification. There can be real, medical, physical issues that cause pain during first-time sex, and even subsequent sexual encounters. Some can be caused by psychological factors, such as the stress caused by purity culture and can be treated with therapy and counseling. While some need the intervention of a doctor, gynecologist. Anyone who does feel real and genuine pain should seek medical advice ASAP. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.